Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube America, I must apologize to you because over the course of at least 2 years, I have been making videos criticizing the mayor, Beetlejuice herself, Lori Lightfoot.
Heard a lot of rhetoric here, a lot of sound bites, but not a lot of concrete solutions on how we get the job done and make our residents and our workers safe. We're doing it every single day.
I think the follow-up is, and your solution is?
I just explained it. We have been in Little Village working with those street vendors, understanding what the nature of the crime is, making sure that we're doing things in concert with them to help them make sure that their money is secure, not use money, if at all possible, using other forms of transactions to take care of themselves.
She says that we're not supposed to have money on us.
Yeah, don't have cash on you. What do you think of that?
We have to have money so we can, because, somebody buys tamales. So we have to have money on us to
give change.
Yeah, to give the change. Somebody comes and buys tamales with a 20, you have to find money, the change, to give him back the change. And everybody comes another with another 20, so you have to have another 20 to give change again. And now how are we going to keep the change? Because we're supposed to have some change.
Sí, para dar el cambio a los clientes. Sí.
Nosotros tenemos que tener cambio porque los clientes no quieren pagar con tarjeta. Entonces ellos siempre vienen con efectivo, uno tiene que tener cambio. Yo pienso que la alcaldesa no nos está poniendo mucha atención, ya que no les está dando los recursos necesarios. También estamos exigiéndole a la alcaldesa Lori Lightfoot que ponga más leyes estrictas, ya que estos individuos son menores de edad y los han detenido y a las 24 horas los han sacado porque no tienen que se les pongan cargos.
Do you think that she's been doing a good job?
No.
No? Why do you say that?
Because she's a good mayor, but she has so many problems because they're robbing cars and everybody everywhere. They're robbing everybody. Yeah, that's my boss. He came before. We went and talked there to the alderman. But they didn't even listen to us the same way because they were talking about who wants to become the next alderman. So they had another things on their mind.
Yeah, not you guys. They had
not us. Yeah, it was. When they came and talked to us, it was like they were talking to who wants to become the next alderman again, and the people that sell the tamales, people that sell outside. It was like, also while we came for the meeting, they don't listen to us, and so they got tired and they went and talked. Now we have a little more protection in the streets because now I see more police. So now they be watching more on us because I think the elections are coming. The next alderman, that's why he came and look on us because he wants to become the next alderman. And once they become in power, then they don't care no more again. I guess. Yeah,
So
that's why happened.
They're sending in police activity here.
Yeah, because the elections are coming. Yeah, to get elected again.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
that's the truth.
In almost every single video that I have made mention to the fact that I had no idea when it came time to vote for a new mayor, but when the time came, I needed the people of Chicago to see what this woman has done and said in the midst of all the problems in Chicago and elect a new mayor. I did not care if it was a Democratic mayor or a Republican mayor or whatever other political stance mayor. I just needed somebody new that would help the city of Chicago. And lo and behold, there's a new mayor in town. And I thought, hooray, somebody who's gonna come in and have new ideas and have a new perspective and have a new look on life on how to deal with issues in Chicago that need to be addressed. Well, silly fucking me.
Immunizing children is wrong. We have to keep them safe as well. Have you ever taught middle school? I have. Have you ever raised young people? Do you understand the risk that young people take just because they're young? Do you know that home plate is at the bottom of my stairs? I found that out when my son was sliding down those stairs trying to score. They're young. Sometimes they make silly decisions. They do. And so we have to make sure that we are investing to make sure that young people know that they are supported.
Is that the answer? To loot because it's a form of reparations? To loot because that's how they can eat?
The real answer is, how do we make sure, the question is, how do we make sure that people can eat? Look, no one is going to condone, behavior that quite frankly speaks to a level of desperation.
So you're not condoning looting?
I'm saying that people are acting out of desperation. We don't want a society that is acting out of desperation, but you have to pay attention to the cries that people have.
So you're not condoning looting?
There's no way to embrace that. What I'm saying is, you can't condone the looting that corporations continue to do every single day when they take tax dollars from black, brown, white folks all over the city of Chicago so that they can turn a profit.
How are you going to have this excuse for people who are vandalizing property, who are vandalizing other people's homes, who are hurting other people? When you hear testimony from people in Chicago who had to deal with this over this weekend.
I literally went out into the street and stopped and held my hands up to a police car and asked them to stop and motioned them over to what was going on. And they just cut a path around me and just kept going.
She was eventually able to get the couple into her car. Then she drove them to the police station.
Got told by the desk sergeant that this was going to happen. It was going to keep happening because Brandon Johnson got elected. That floored me.
An ambulance then took them to the hospital, but the couple was without their phones, wallets, and shoes, which had all been stolen during the attack.
I told the couple that I was going to go home to find them some shoes so that they wouldn't be barefoot for the rest of the night.
Her name is Lenore.
Wow. She gave us shoes, took us home, took us to the hospital.
Her husband as well.
Thank you.
Just do unto others. And that's a mantra that I live by every day, is just do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
And you sit there and make excuses. You are no better than Lori Lightfoot. And I'm sad because I spent all this energy thinking it was just Lori Lightfoot. We could put a new mayor in and new ideas are going to come through. And Chicago is going to have a better chance to thrive. Silly me for having that much optimism. Silly me for having that much courage to think things could possibly change with new leadership. But no, same old BS, same old excuses, same old people trying to make these excuses for the wrong type of people. So to my people in Chicago, I love the Bulls. I'm sorry that our team is so sorry and we couldn't actually make the playoffs, even though we were going to lose to the Milwaukee Bucks. Anyway, I hope at some point it gets better in terms of leadership, because it looks like your new leader is just as much of a chicken shit as the last one. Subscribe to the channel. I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.